Last time, around a month ago, on,
There was a last time, dude.
Let the
on,
man
R-
speak.
on RPG. Yeah, it pretty much was. So, you guys, after, I mean, let's be entirely honest, assaulting a bar and all its patrons.
I mean, to be fair, they weren't giving me the answers I needed.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a really good reason to kill people.
Exactly. You don't know how things work in the East.
I'm sure to agree
this
with the
world?
DM here, as unusual as that may be.
Either way.
Yeah.
So, after that, you found a decent lead on where, at the very least, a bard might be, which was that he was kind of sort of like kidnapped and taken away to some kind to just like a warehouse that was serving as a hideout for just a sort of like mafia style gang of wizards
The wizard mob.
who and so upon finding both them and a street performer who you proceeded to I guess I should put I don't really have a piece or any art for him yet. I guess we can just keep him and we can just have him be that orange piece. So you found the warehouse and immediately got engaged in a shootout between the wizard mob. Crates exploded, arms were turned into slugs, all kinds of various shit happened until you finally found the guy you were looking for, who gave you some insight on a potential visit to the swamps in the south.
And we
Where your father
reluctantly
might have
freed
been.
him because he
Yes.
wasn't really our target.
Yes. But then once you were leaving, you found yourself stopped by you found yourself stopped by what are essentially the police force of Sparkhome.
That's right.
Looking into a mysterious assault on a bar that happened today.
That's crazy. Two
That's right.
bars assaulted on the same day? That's such a coincidence.
Yeah, it was definitely two. They're definitely looking into a different assault.
Yeah.
I forgot. Did anything happen right after that? Because I might have gaslit myself into thinking something.
You were going to say something, and
I
then
think you were going to say something, but I cut you off because that was my next time. So we're gonna pick up around where we left off, where the police officers, like two just sort of like normal looking guys, and one who looks to be a little bit more like just sort of like formal, just kind of like nicer armor, definitely a somewhat higher rank. He's addressing you guys, just being like, yeah, so we've had a lot of reports about just a lot of violence and a few deaths over at the Rusty Mug not far from here.
Oh my god.
I know, it's a pretty nasty scene, and well, a couple of people say that they spotted folks that seemed to be matching your description in the area. I think you folks might have to come in for questioning. Come with us just for questioning for a bit.
Suki is going to. He's not going to pull out the sword, but he visibly his hand goes goes for the sword's handle, and he goes. And if we refuse,
Fuck hell.
Sir, please try to be cooperative.
don't waste my time. If those men died, then they were clearly weak, couldn't defend themselves.
Look, it's sorry for my friend here, Mr. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
You can call me Officer Daniels.
Officer Daniels, look, I think you've got the wrong group of ragtag folks. As I sort of look to McQueen.
The police are great. The police are fun. I use magic to send them to the sun.
I mean, what's so bad about dying anyway? They're just returning to their rightful place in the underworld. This is a joyous day for them.
And of course, they lacked
I'm
the
casting a
information that
spell.
we needed.
Sorry, that was a spell cast. My mic was muted.
Oh, fuck's
I
sake.
misspelled
that.
send. I misspelled send.
Very incriminating evidence.
Mhm.
I misspelled send.
You
That's
send
fine.
him to the sun. Bro, no.
Oh, sorry. Let me repeat myself.
We love our...
The police are great. The police are fun. I use magic to send them to the sun.
I love Freelance's little commentary every time I check out the chat.
Yeah.
So you're casting a spell to shoot them into the air.
Into the sun.
Into the sun.
Well, I mean, let's see how many successes you get before we start talking about the sun.
Fucking hell.
But so that
Let me scroll up to my sheet real quick.
I think would be, we could say presence and spirit magic.
Fucking spirit magic. I have another good idea too. For a different one. Totally different one.
Does it also involve murder?
I mean, come on. Healthy. A little HP on here. A little pre-HP.
Little
Little
pre?
penny for your thoughts.
Little pre?
A little penny for your thoughts. Penny for your thoughts, mister. Oh, well, that's 3.
That ain't bad.
I feel like I can't put any drive on anything. So I feel like
Oh, that's coward talk. That is coward talk.
well,
Let
but
me-
what if I fail this attempt? Then I'm gonna have to use my drive to drive.
That was coward talk. Come on.
Okay, I'll put it. I'll put one drive on it.
Just
okay?
one? Oh, my
It's
goodness.
listen. My drive is
Just
doubled if
one?
I'm driving. My drive is doubled if I'm driving. I can't be wasting my drive on these.
Just
Don't worry.
one.
Don't worry. He will get a roll. Okay, I was gonna say, don't worry. He'll
Aw,
get a
give me
roll where he drives into them anyway. So
Close to being impounded.
I don't want to be impounded.
That just be scholar in days one.
I'll say I'll just. It's meant for the dude in the nice clothes. The nicely dressed cop is the one. It's directed at.
He's going into the sun.
Cops are cool. Cops are fun. Damn, I should have said that instead. That would have been funnier.
It's like Officer Daniels, we're gonna make you a star.
Sorry, my
I
cat
really
into
gotta
stuff.
work more on my rhythm.
Yeah, facts.
So,
Facts,
Mr.
Mimsy. That's
Mr.
fact.
Dingle, how is that turning out?
Oh,
Okay. So for 4 successes, I will say you are casting this spell on 3 people. So how do you want to split this up?
I guess
that's
2
what
to
I was-
Officer Daniels.
that's what I was saying. I was thinking. I was thinking that maybe I just cast it on their leader, the nicely dressed cop, gets the brunt of it.
So you're so you're just casting it on the guy in front.
Yeah.
All right. So Mimsy calls out this spell, and Officer Daniel, he's sort of like approaching, like, after hearing you guys talk about, like, oh, dying is a good thing, and they were just weak.
and didn't give me the information I wanted.
Dude, can I just say I love playing a Tsukigawa? I just get to be so unhinged.
Daniels takes a moment. He looks back at the other two and he just goes, "All right, you two call it in, folks. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to." And then he just and then mid sentence he just rockets into the air, like almost immediately, like just like being completely out of sight. As the two officers are sort of like look on in horror and are just immediately start sprinting away from you guys.
Oh no, none of that. I drop it in the first. I start picking up speed. Hey, where are you guys going?
I hitch a ride on what the fuck is your character's name, Brown?
McQueen.
Fucking Marty McQueen.
So
I hitch a ride
for
on.
this so big.
I hitch a ride on Marty.
Marty
And,
McQueen High School, dude.
I hitch a ride on top of Marty as he's driving towards the other cops.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say it's. I'm gonna say it's agility driving to catch up with them, but I'm also gonna say I'm also gonna want a broad athletics to hold on to a car as it's driving.
Also, I want to say these are the
healthy.
first police officers ever to be ACAB, dude. All cars are bad. What did you say? It was
That is an amazing start.
Driving?
What the fuck?
Agility driving, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
I jokered on my first flip. I think we're back, fellas. We're back.
He's got the
Joker.
bloker.
Then just be like,
Yeah, you hang on to the car, but you end up being dragged by it.
Oh yes, dude. Agility driving. Okay, sorry, dude. I'm getting it. Vroom vroom. Driving. I'm healthy on there already. You put it.
I think we're back.
I'll use a couple to drive on it.
If we both Joker, this is going to be an amazing flip.
I mean, I feel like there's a pretty strong chance at Joker, but
Definitely is pretty
who knows,
strong
dude?
chance.
No?
Who knows what I'll get? I
Ooh.
critted instead.
There's also a pretty strong chance that you don't, Joe.
Hey guys, wait up! We were gonna do it to all three of you. Hey guys, wait up! Come on, it's
Dingle,
fun.
you
It's
can,
fun. All my friends used to love doing that. Come on.
You can take this away, Dingle.
I'm just gassing it. I'm going way too fast. I forget that they're people. They can't go as fast as me.
All right.
It was a tragic accident.
I could hear like Dingo being like, "What the fuck?" and like,
No, I know. No, I know exactly what I want to do for this.
Oh, good.
So,
I'm sorry.
Let
I will
him
say-
speak, Brown.
So that's 6 successes. All right. So Marty, you, as these two start running away, you just like they get like a good bit down the alley, but then you just like take
Burn some
off
rubber.
with So Suki, Sin, what did you give me a thought, give me a visual here of how you were holding on to the car.
Kind of like feet on the sort of like trunk end holding on to the roof. I guess where his like top of his eyelids would be. Like kind of grabbing onto that.
Maybe I got my windows down.
Yeah, I'm like holding on to his like
Supermaning the roof.
Yeah, basically.
Superman that hoe. Also, I want to retcon the reason why I'm chasing them. It's because they tried to start a race with me.
Okay.
It
So
doesn't change the outcome of this flip for me.
Does that change it?
No.
I just feel like it's more reasonable that they're trying to race me.
Okay.
All right.
So what happens, Dingo?
All right. I almost feel bad about this because it's because you didn't Joker, but I don't see any other way this flip goes.
It's all right, dude.
It's gonna be really funny though.
His
probably.
Joker fucked me up. That's the way I'll consider it.
I had an initial thought for Cynical's Joker, but I had a way funnier thought when he told me how he was holding on. All right, so you're gonna rush so you like rush forward at like crazy high speed. Sukigawa, you're like barely holding on using magic to kind of like brace yourself to the car.
Yeah.
And
I have a name. Thank you.
The car.
you do have a name. The car.
That's a
It's more of a title, but whatever.
And so you just ram, Marty, you just ram right into these two guys.
I was trying to get him off the track, dude. I got to get ahead of him.
Oh, you get him off the track as you just blow through them as a car.
How far away is this? Can we all see it?
It's like...
It's like a red mist.
I like to
you know how
imagine...
you guys sort of like approach this place from like an alley?
That's the
It's
way
just
I'm...
down that alley.
That's what I was imagining. Like they take off, they take a left down an alley. I drive after them, and then just a fountain of blood just shoots out.
You literally
the back
just see
of the
like a
alley.
mist of
It's
blood.
just like a blood shooting out of the
Jesus.
alley. Like way too much.
Ah,
It's like,
rejoice!
it's like Randy Johnson hitting that bird with his
Yeah,
pitch.
exactly.
Rejoice for these souls getting to join the great party in the underworld.
And, so, Suki, while you were able to successfully hold on to the car, since you were holding on to the front, you just get caked in just the fucking blood and viscera of these dudes who you just like rammed into at like 70 miles an hour.
Sukigawa's got a bit
Is
of
Daniels in the sun, by the way?
What?
Did he make it?
I'd
did he
say
just fall down?
Daniels is too high up for you to really see where he ended up.
Okay.
And let's
That's all.
be
That's
honest,
enough.
You say that was the outcome of the Joker, but honestly,
I mean,
Sukigawa's
the
got a
real
bit
outcome of the Joker is now there's blood all over my windshield. I can't see anything. I come to a full and complete
Wait, hold
stop.
on. Let Dingle finish.
I come to a
Jeez.
full and complete stop, and you're not wearing your seatbelt.
Well, actually, no, coming to a full and complete stop would make sense because so that is what you do. You do come to a stop, and that is like, and once the adrenaline kind of wears off, and the rest of the gang kind of like approaches, you sort of hear from the one of the bodies of one of the troops, just kind of like a very like what almost sounds like a very muffled voice of just like.
I
It
sort
almost sounds like there's like a voice like talking through like the suit.
I just drive
Hello?
forward.
Come in. Come in.
Can I pick up the suit?
Yeah, okay, so you search around for a while and find what looks to be kind of like this sort of like
Is it a walkie-talkie?
it's essentially just sort of like a little kind of like very like makeshift kind of like part magic, part machinery walkie-talkie. And once you sort of like, and once it's kind of out from under a dead body, you just hear like, "Officer, report, come in. What was that noise? You were just about to call in something."
Sukigawa is going to answer and say, "I'm afraid the officer you're looking for is no more. Don't send any more men. Do not get in my way."
We need a mechanic. Something bad happened. We need.
And then I drop the walkie-talkie, and Sukigawa just steps on it and smashes it.
Oh, geez, Suki, dude. I think we should call a mechanic. These guys they're pretty jacked up.
Sukigawa is gonna look at himself covered in blood and be like, "This is more familiar. Feel a lot better now."
Around this time, the rest of us are probably
brother
rounding the corner.
Yeah. As that's happening, Suki's gonna go up to Marty and be like, "Brother, that was wonderful. You have the heart of a warrior."
Oh, geez, I was just trying to race, man. They were running so quick. I was like, "Oh, this is a good chance to race."
Sukigawa's gonna take some blood off of his suit, like he's just gonna like wipe it with his hand and put it on Marty's hood and be like, "You are now officially my sibling."
Oh, wow, Suki got. Oh man, you know what? Oh,
this is
geez,
excellent.
That's so.
With your speed and my swordsman skills, no officer could stand in our way of our goal of taking out a father.
You know, I don't think anyone's going to stand for very long if we keep going like this.
Sukigawa here Bell real cool we got the same father.
And the rest of the party just gonna see Sukigawa. He's actually got like a bit of a grin on him as he's got like just blood just dripping off his armor.
I'm gonna see if I can find anything on these piles of mush.
All right. How about just let's make that a wit investigation to see if there's anything salvageable on these two's uniforms.
Sukigawa's going to sit on the ground.
Am I healthy? I guess we're assuming that everything's.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Wait, hold on. Is there a VOD up of this somewhere?
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the VODs are up.
What's the VOD channel again?
What are you looking for?
Well,
I'm looking for the VOD.
Topic.
I'm looking for the VOD so that we can see what your guys' health was at the end of last session.
I think mine was like 6. I was like half health.
I know. I think all of you took a lot of damage. I believe.
I'm checking.
Okay, so
Even though I don't.
Sukigawa was 5 out of 9.
Okay.
Brown's actually still full health through all of that.
Yes.
And then Nathan was half health at 6. Benson was 5 out of 6, and Bit was 4 out of 6.
So I'm not healthy.
Yeah, no. Yeah, most of you guys got pretty roughed up in that fight. I think
I tried to save you, dude.
I think Brown just made it out because
I'm crazy
because
in the car.
because of his flip, he managed to not get shot up too much when you guys were running through a hail of gunfire.
As Bit is doing his
Drive past
investigation, Sukigawa is going to meditate in a. He's going to sit down on the ground, just in a pool of blood, and just start kind of like sitting, just sort of cross-legged, sort of meditating. No, I'm not rolling for anything. He's just doing that for flavor.
Okay. For 2 successes, I'll say on one of them, you find what appears to be like it looks like a pretty simple handgun with some sort of like magical sort of coils on the side to propel the bullets forward.
Hell yeah.
And on the other one, you find just kind of this. You're not at a glance. You're not entirely sure what to make of it. It's just sort of like it almost looks like a chip, and it seems to be like blinking a faint green.
Green chip.
I'm sure that's a great idea to carry on you.
Well, you know what? I'll pop it early. I'm gonna psychometry that faint green blinking chip.
Oh, dude! I forgot about the psychometry, dude.
Right. So, using psychometry, you kind of like you focus on the chip, and well, Freelance called it a bit early.
I know where this is going.
You see a vision of the officer just kind of like in the precinct, just like just being like with a more senior officer just sort of standing over them, just being like, so you're gonna want to carry this on you. If you call in any crimes throughout the city, these will activate automatically. That's so that your backup can find where you are and assist you on scene. Make sure that you carry these with you at all times. This goes, oh, of course, sir. Thank you. And that fairly short scene plays out in
Yeah, GPS tracker. Hey, Nathan, you like friends with squirrels or something? Or rats?
I don't really fucking like them getting in my branches, but I'm not opposed to them. Why?
I don't know. Get this thing out of here.
Might just fucking check it. Sorry. Still sick.
I'll chuck it into towards the nearest fountain in the wall.
The leaking pipe.
I'll say
I could try to do a spell, maybe. It's gonna go
I mean, if
wrong
you're just
pretty
throwing
soon.
it away, like I feel like I feel like you don't need to flip for that.
No, I'm just saying it for
Yeah.
the funny. Yeah, we should probably get out of here though.
Yeah, nah, I ain't fucking sticking around here with your fucking.
Uki is still like just sitting on the ground looking at peace.
Could we like find a hose maybe? Because I'm not gonna lie, it's been a real messy day for me personally. I get I'm asking a lot, and I haven't really done much to help.
No,
but
it's good. Being soaked in the blood of your enemy builds character.
it's
It
gonna
increases...
rust. It's gonna rust my body, dude.
I'm gonna. Can I use the handgun to shoot a nearby pipe to create a new fountain for him to wash
I thought you
himself
were gonna
off?
say shoot Suki.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hope you can roll for a good ricochet shot.
I mean, yeah, of course you can. I think. How about? I like wit firearms for this because it's kind of like a creative use of bullets.
That's fair. That's fair. I think I'll pre-hero P this one.
This dude is a dentist.
And I'll add a drive or 2. Damn.
Well,
It's a little
you
trick.
tried.
Better than nothing.
That's what counts, dude.
I can't get over Freelance's comments. It's just a good ongoing commentary.
Like, I'm not gonna talk over people like I would in my usual group.
No, it's just really funny, like occasionally looking at it.
honestly, feel free to just feel free. I mean, God knows the rest of us. God knows the rest of us do it.
Just imagine his mother handing him this tracking beacon. It was his dad's. His dad's fucking dead. Got fucking ran over by a car 20 years ago.
I wasn't gonna do that for this one, but actually, hold on. I like the idea of everything he psychometries from a dead body just has a flashback of like this is like a family heirloom, or this was given to him by someone he cares about.
Every time he does this, every time he picks something up, you're gonna get some fucking sappy fucking like sentimental moment from fucking ma or pa or grandpa.
I had to carry this uncomfortable hunk of metal up my ass.
You steal a handgun off a fucking hobo. You see how he was in the war or some shit. This was given to him by his commanding officer.
You like pick up a coin off the street. It's like the last person who had it like was trying to buy medicine for their like dying brother.
Also, it was their lucky quarter.
It was their lucky quarter.
I love that.
It's like a horrible story, no matter what item it is. Oh, that's great.
All right, so, I mean, for one success, I feel like you
shoot the gun.
You could probably put. You could put one more on that because.
Oh yeah, because it's
actually using a gun gives you +1 to those.
Yeah.
All right, didn't end up
Fucking
affecting anything.
10 of diamonds, dude. Ooh.
You just
Queen
kind
10's a
of.
good hand though. I've never pulled that.
You sort of shoot a you shoot a pipe kind of like a little bit up the wall, and it doesn't really break it open. It just kind of dents it, and there's kind of like just like a very small trickle of water coming out of it.
Oh well, I'll try. Hey, don't worry about it, okay? It's the thought that counts. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I prefer
no
not
worries.
to wash myself off after a battle.
Well, like I said, it'll rust my body, and then I'm gonna have to, I haven't seen one good mechanic shop around here since we've been here. So,
This blood is a mark of us being godly warriors.
Well, either way, I mean, as long as you get enough to, be able to see, we should probably just ride out of here.
I turn on my wipers. I shoot a little washer fluid on my eyes.
Freelance, I just looked at the fucking chat. That's actually amazing. I don't know if I'm going too overboard with my character or not.
I'm
having fun. I'm having lots of fun, honestly.
Murder Hobo gets to play in blood and is happy. I'd be kind of pissed if he was just remorseful.
So I forget what happened with the what was the end result of the water trickle?
He just wiped himself off a little bit with it, and
I mean, I just turned on my windshield wipers and shot wiper fluid on my eyeballs.
All right, I'll take it.
As I imagined the water dripped slowly and ineffectually on my hood.
Okay. So now basically what's happening is you guys are just sort of like standing in this alley with two dead cops.
Two dead cops
And a tracking beacon leading more cops to them.
And a lot of blood. Just a lot of blood.
I open my doors.
I'm gonna need.
I slide in, and I get blood all over the interior accidentally, I guess, because I wasn't thinking.
I'm
going
to need everyone to flip presence and sneaking for me.
Oh god!
Oh, this is gonna go great for me. I'm sure.
I got 3 presents, and I think I have 0 sneaking.
Does this work for?
No, I have 2 sneaking.
Oh, actually, wait, hold on.
What?
-2 for Tsukigawa, because this is more of a you're trying to blend in a crowd and not get caught by the cops, which is going to be a lot harder considering you are covered in their blood.
It's also going to be a lot harder considering our flips.
I didn't get a Joker.
Sin Joker. You can't get a Joker.
That's true. You can get a Joker if you want.
Oh, I will Joker.
Oh gosh.
You mean
let's go? This is the best, guys. Can I say this is the best return to form after a week of not playing?
What was the rolls for? I know sneaking was one of them. What was the other one?
Sneaking minus. Yeah, present sneaking.
Oh, I probably should have -2 though, too.
Because you're covered in blood.
I wasn't gonna give you the -2 because yours wasn't the result of a Joker.
I didn't Joker. I went so fast, all the blood that wasn't on my windshield flew off of me. Okay, fair enough.
Just flip your cards. Let's see them Jokers. We should all just Joker.
Can I use a hero point on this?
Yeah, I'll HP too.
Little HP.
Oh,
there we go. We need one more Joker.
Oh god.
There we go. So we all Joker.
All right. That hurts. Damn.
Dingle, Dingle, do you are you just flabbergasted right now? Is bro just flabbergasted?
Can you?
No, honestly, I'm so happy that this is what happened because it means I can do what I wanted to do the second the first Joker got flipped.
Hey,
but I told myself I wouldn't unless everyone.
I'm not anti-Jokering anyone for this flip. I'm not anti-Joker, am I? Oh, I am. No anti-Jokers. We all got to be Jokering together.
So.
Extremely
freelance. I mean, it's just such a big flip. I feel like he should be sneaky.
But he
pretends to be a tree or something.
No. He Jokers like the rest of us.
That is all.
He Jokers like the rest of us.
I would literally just have Nathan T-pose and just try to LARP as like a non-sentient tree.
Wouldn't that be funny though?
No. He's got a Joker with us. He's got a Joker with us. Actually,
okay. How about this? I'll give you the option to do something once Okay, hold on.
Let Dingle go.
Yeah.
Let Dingle go off.
Okay,
let him
sorry,
do his
dude,
thing.
Sorry.
So you guys all are just kind of like, okay, so we got to get out of here. We got to find some place to go. You walk about a foot out of the alley into just like a platoon of people, like much more heavily armored than the cops you were speaking to before. And rather than asking you questions, you just hear sort of like shimmering sound as all of their guns are just readoing themselves to fire.
Sukigawa goes into. He's got a crazed grin on his face. He doesn't pull out a sword, but he's got his hand like over the hilt, like he's about to. He's like, finally, a challenge.
I will say. Well, okay, hold on. Well,
bro, this is like that scene in Sonic Adventure 2 where there's just like a whole fucking army of cops surrounding.
It's more like the fucking last scene from Red Dead Redemption 1.
Yeah. That scene always made me mad because I'd reload to try to shoot those two guys that play in the cutscene afterward, but they're not actually there.
Yeah, Archer and what's his face?
Yeah, it made me so mad that I couldn't kill them.
So I will say, most people here have two options. Freelance has three.
Based.
So.
Oh goodness.
I'd say the options are either trying to run away, or trying to somehow either like force these like. It looks to be around like. Probably around like 10 like very heavily armored shock troopers.
Only 10. I'm a little insulted you didn't send more. Sukigawa yells.
So you could try and do something to them. You can try to run away from them. I will say, because Nathan got, what is that, 7 successes before the Joker, I will say, if you pretend to be a tree here, they'll totally buy it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Come on.
Bro just turns into a tree.
I have to go. My people need me.
You know what I'm gonna do?
And then just stays right there. He's just planted into the ground.
You know what I want to do? I want to look at these cops, all 10 of them, and I want to say, guys, they went that way.
No arms to bite.
This is my my Hail Mary, but not in,
you do realize
traditional sense, and a Hail Mary, not really.
I don't know if it's gonna be believable because I am covered in blood.
Yeah. I will say. I will say a flip to lie to these guys that you didn't do it is going to be -2 with a man covered in blood.
Oh, it's -2.
Yeah, let's I think charm lie. That would be charm lying -2.
But hey, you're healthy. Brown.
Oh yeah, and I get +2 cards for my smooth operator moves, anyways. So.
Oh, so it balances out.
Oh yeah. Alright. So I'm using smooth operator to use streetwise on it. And so charm lying.
So imagine he says they went that way as he just like turns on his 4-ways.
And I guess I'll just use 2 of my.
Yeah, it's like when cars point in the Cars movies, they just kind of turn their tires to a certain direction.
Guys, they went that way. I saw everything. It was horrible. These men, they got their engine blocks torn out, their headlights crushed, their tires popped. It was horrific.
It was glorious.
He's just sort of a freak.
Double Joker.
Don't tell me these pros are actually gonna believe this.
They're
So-
fucking boiling.
somehow,
You can't talk
somehow,
to a tree.
somehow, just the way you point, just like these guys are just like running so much on just
Adrenaline.
pure reflexes that when they see like your motion to the side, they just all sort of like about face, and you just see just like this building like right next to you guys just get absolutely bombarded with like what looks to be like it's almost like they're almost like magic railguns, but just
Jesus
capable of firing multiple times.
This was the
And it
Sparkhome
just-
orphanage, by the way, that Marty pointed to.
As
And it basically just like it just tears apart the front of it just tears apart the front of this building.
yeah, I reversed out of the alley and drive the fuck away while they're doing this.
I would like to
Doors still
note
open,
that
mind you. Doors open, mind you.
I would
I'm going
like to
in-
note
I'm getting
that
in the
I did
car.
in fact hop inside earlier.
Yeah, I'm hopping inside the car now, by the way, after seeing the magic railguns.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop in the backseat.
Local murder hobo not so tough after seeing buildings practically demolished.
Not after seeing railguns!
Now, do I have to do another flip to drive away quickly?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah,
It
hell
won't
yeah.
be quick enough. Lol.
But it's a driving one this time, right? Sweet.
Yes. I'd say it would be, unless you want to, if your plan is just to like peel out and get away as fast as possible, then yeah, that'll be agility driving.
Yep, that's
is
the
some-
plan. No, that is
Oh
definitely
my
the
fucking
plan.
god.
I'm gonna hit it in reverse out the back of the alley, and we're going another way.
This is the most... I fucking love this campaign so far. We're only like 3 episodes in.
Yeah.
We're
Also,
so...
I do want to say,
We're so unhinged.
Matthias is also gonna sort of like scramble into the car. He's just kind of been
I popped
speechless
the
this whole time, and
I
he
popped
finally
the
just kind of
trunk
goes.
too. I popped the trunk.
Oh yeah.
I
he just,
forgot
like-
about Matthias.
He just like he sees the trunk open. He's just like, I guess I knew on some level it was gonna end up like this, and he just hops in the trunk and closes it behind him.
Nathan just pretend to be a tree. Oh, we're
Nice
not vrooming,
dramatic
boys.
failure.
We're not vrooming. Wait, are you doing jokering? Are you jokering?
Dramatic failure.
His ass is not vrooming.
The engine block stalls. We're flooded.
He hops in the trunk as he fails on the fucking
The
reverse.
engine's flooded, but the engine is just flooded. Like you just hear the.
I hit the clutch, dude. Drop the fucking clutch, dude.
His ass is not moving.
Reverses right into Nathan, who is still a tree behind him.
His ass is not driving.
Yes. Oh my
Lol,
god.
came
Man. Oh my god, man. Holy
So I'm gonna say, apparently, so it would seem that more blood got under the hood than was first thought,
Oh, that's my bad.
because you're
that is
yeah.
Yes, yes,
Someone
that's the
approached
face.
a wise old tree.
holy shit.
I can't stop laughing. I can't stop laughing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
Y'all fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry, Diggle. I can't stop laughing. Okay.
So yeah, so the car is your engine's not quite gonna be able to start, but what it is going to be able to do is make a very loud
Smoke, like white smoke's pouring out of it.
very clear.
Oh my god.
Making
Oh,
it very
God.
clear you were trying to get away. And you can
OJ low speed. No, it's not even a chase. He's just not moving. He's just not moving. I can't breathe.
That's the thing. I have a face on the front of the car, so they can tell I'm a little bewildered.
Okay. Sorry. Oh my god.
Okay,
Fucking
so you can
stalling. Fucking making a dumb fucking Tim Allen noise as the car rolls to a stop.
Did I not? Wait. Can I
can't stop laughing.
Can I real quick? I realized I didn't use my drive, but I definitely meant to.
Nah, bro, we're past that point.
Yeah, you kind of got.
I mean,
fucked.
the fact that I've
You
I've
did
started,
already dramatic failure.
Yeah,
right?
you're
yeah,
right.
you already
You're
dramatic
right, you're
failure.
right.
I already started like describing the outcome of the flip.
Oh
I think
my
it's a little
God.
bit too far.
Dang, dude, I
Oh my
messed
God.
up, guys.
Yeah, you could have rolled the Joker.
Nah, I
It's
guess
true.
that would have been worse.
Oh my
right.
god. I'm sorry. This is the funniest I think I've ever laughed for RPG.
That was so goofy.
You can almost feel the magic railguns changing direction and re-pointing at you as you just hear, "Step out of the vehicle."
Benson's
Wait,
gets
what's-
out the vehicle.
What was the guy's name again?
I pretend to
random
be
guy?
a perfectly ordinary car.
What was the random guy's name again? Like the guy that
Matthias,
we
was it? Or,
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
like
remember.
Marty. Pop open the trunk so
Alright,
you can see Matthias.
Something like that.
Marty,
What?
pop open the trunk so that Matthias is also seen.
But I don't want to get Matthias in trouble. You know,
I pressed the open the trunk button anyway.
Lol.
Hey, that's not. Hey, you can't do that. You're riding in the back seat next time. You're gonna mess with my buttons, dude. That's my dashboard.
You might also have to clean your interior. I didn't realize there was that much blood on me.
So I just realized it's like extra funny that you guys made Matthias drive in the trunk because there's an extra seat.
No, we saved that for people.
Because Marty just drives himself, so there would be no one in the driver's seat.
Can't explain this illegal part in your trunk, sir. I guess I get out of the car reluctantly.
Yeah.
And do they see Matthias at least?
They do see Matthias. And he just kind of like he's just kind of like he just sort of like very sheepishly, he like doesn't get out of the trunk fully. He's kind of just like sitting up in it with his hands up.
We kidnapped him.
I think we should be saying
Matthias.
that.
I try to wink at Matthias, but he's in my trunk, so I can't.
Just farts at him.
I hears that and he's like, "That's right. I mean, that is true."
But you are our accomplice, Matthias. You know too much.
Oh, come on, dude. Don't be a snitch, Tsukiyama.
Tsukigawa.
Tsukitama, dude.
Mispronounce my name again and I'll cut all your tires down.
Tsukijawa.
Alright, I'm cutting his tires.
Yeah.
That was out of character.
I don't think they'll let you.
No, I'm not cutting his tires. I do elbow the car door. Like, I slam it shut.
One at the
at
the front just sort of starts like very aggressively just shouting, just like, "On your knees, hands behind your head."
You don't tell me what to do. I do not do either of those things.
Okay, so
I'm gonna like slowly back up while he's doing that.
I did send you something, Ningle, if you want something to happen.
No,
Nah, okay.
Okay, I think
It's up to you.
no. Alright. I think
If you got a funnier idea, go right ahead, my man.
I think I do have a pretty funny idea for this.
But Tsukigawa, okay, he's not going for his sword, but he is not doing what they told him to do. I am saying that.
Yeah.
Is he being detained?
Probably. Just give it like 2 seconds.
I want to do more.
Either that or his head's coming off.
You guys
too much.
You guys are probably being a lot more than detained.
Not my problem.
Not the tree, just the random tree that's just planted here at the street corner.
So as the guns are about to fire their second salvo at you, you guys there's gonna be like just sort of like a fairly large, what it looks to be almost sort of like a portal is gonna open up underneath you guys.
What?
And you're just gonna fall in.
Doot, 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 doot. My horn goes.
I would say, Nathan, if you want to try and jump in after them as well, you can.
Yes.
The tree. I like to imagine they didn't even know. They didn't give the tree a second thought, but they just see it start moving and go into the portal, and they're just flabbergasted.
Tree's just gonna fucking beeline it, like go from stationary to fucking dash at the end.
Actually, it's
Yeah,
actually
he just pretends like the tree just fell over because of it.
the horn. The horn actually sounds like this.
God damn it. Of course, that would be Marty's horn. I can't imagine anything else.
Boys are out of the game.
Yeah, basically, that is this entire campaign.
You know, it's taken me this many years to realize that it's actually just like the beginning of Dixie. Like, I wish I was in Dixie.
He didn't know.
Oh, I wish I was in the land of cotton. That's literally it.
Yeah, I had to drive to the land of cotton on the way of the wedding. No, I'm done.
I live in Virginia.
So what happens after we fall to the portal?
I eat cotton for breakfast.
Hold on, I'm trying to...
Everybody on the other end of the portal and a tree just falls on you. Game over.
Just trying to find a nice little backing track for this.
Oh yeah, we haven't had music on this entire time. Too much crazy shit's been happening, I think.
What? Okay, this is fucking very weirdly fitting.
Have you got
Is
linked
it
to the
on
watch together?
watch?
Oh, no.
Yeah. I'm gonna...
It's on the watch together?
I'm putting it on the watch together right now.
There you go.
Okay.
God damn.
God.
Oh,
This
perfect.
that's a certified classic.
Benson
boys.
does the
Damn,
emo.
dude. You're gonna make me cry, dude. I fucking miss Penguin.
Benson does the fucking penguin dance, bro.
We're gonna flip the iceberg, boys.
All right. So, you guys find yourself no longer on sort of the back streets of Sparkhome, but now in what seems to be like a fairly nice little parlor. And
Nice.
you're approached by the semi-familiar face, at least in terms of recency, of one lanky Larry, who you met, who was the sort of like higher ranking wizard mob member that you guys that was like interrogating the guy you freed.
Didn't we see you like 30 minutes ago?
Oh, nice timing, man.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. Wow, you guys have a way with the cops, huh?
Yeah,
Nothing
wait.
will stand in the way of my ultimate goal.
Oh,
I will
wait,
cut down
rolling down.
anyone who gets in my way.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Fuck, I haven't been writing shit down this session.
So, that portal you're doing?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the boss wanted to meet with you to talk business. He wasn't super. He wasn't super keen on you guys getting blown away on your first day here.
I can't say I was too keen on it either.
I feel like a coward, though.
Tell me what you're showing that, buddy.
Even even not by my own hand, I ran away from a fight. I don't deserve to have this blood on my armor. I'm a coward.
I mean, there are 2 very dead men in that alleyway.
Well,
But I ran away from another fight.
If you go a few miles east, there's probably another one too.
Oi, Suki. Got a bit of a fucking question for you. Do your people not know what a fucking tactical retreat is?
What do you mean, you people?
What's the other half of you, mate?
Look, it is tradition among Onis that we are trained almost solely in combat.
I mean, right, but sometimes in fucking combat you gotta fall back.
It is true that some strategy is required, but I could have taken them.
Hey,
I was
no fucking way, cunt.
Yeah, I gotta side with your tree friend here. No one really fucks with the Shocks. They're well, I mean, you saw what kind of gear they fucking give them.
I don't know anything other than fighting.
Yeah, I can fucking tell, mate.
Suki's just gonna drop to his knees and be like, I am not worthy of this sword.
He didn't look.
And
I pop my trunk.
he looks like he's about to stab himself. Like Honorable Seppuku style. If anyone wants to stop him.
Think he needs a motherfucking hug, mate.
I imagine Nathan goes for a hug, and then Suki just drops his sword just because he's basically, what is it? He's basically just, like, being held.
Nathan's just gonna fucking try to hug it out with his
I was gonna hope that the guy who's with us is gonna try to grab your sword and pull it into the trunk with him.
I mean, it's on the floor, but...
He's still sitting in the trunk with his hands up, just like frozen in fear.
Hey, buddy. My guy hasn't moved for 40 minutes.
Psst, hey, buddy, can you grab that sword? I just think we need to put it in the trunk for safety. Hey, are you with us? I start snapping over the radio. Hey, are you with us?
It starts like some jazz song on the radio, and then just starts with a bunch of snapping.
Benson grabs his hand with his skeleton half and goes, "Come on, get out! It's all safe now. We're in here."
I will say that is enough to sort of jolt him awake. What? Where are we?
Oh, we were all dragged under, you see.
We went through a portal.
Is Nathan still hugging Tsukigawa?
He's just hugging him. He's just trying to give him like gentle pats, or at least his gentle is a fucking like tree man can like offer.
Tsukigawa does have, for once since the party's met him, instead of having a determined look, has a sort of melancholic look.
Well, I can't do what I wanted to do, which is put the sword in my trunk because I don't have hands.
Like, Larry kind of like leans over to you bit, and it's just kind of like, so is it like always like this with you guys?
You know, I hope not.
So, as this is kind of going on, you hear kind of like somewhat like heavy footsteps down the hall. And just these big, like, the big double doors, like, towards the other end of the room open up, and you just, you see, like, a very large, but, like, not even necessarily, like, fat, like large fat, just, like, a big dude. Sort of like a kingpin kind of looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
So he's got like a very like nice black robe and the wizard hat, and he seems to have like a very fancy suit over the top part of his wizard robe. And he just kind of walks in very sort of jovial and just goes, Ah, my friends, you made it!
Just in the nick of time.
So I saw. Seemed you had a little bit of a dust-up with Sparkhome's finest.
Nothing our resident psychopath couldn't handle.
Talking about the fucking car.
So he says.
Well, no need to worry about that. So, folks, wait, hold on. Give me 1 second. My cat's getting into something.
Soot is trying to interrupt RPG.
Soot?
What is Soot gonna do?
What was he cooking?
Can't believe Soot killed Dingle.
It's so fucking over.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, that was my bad.
What did Soot cook? What was he cooking?
Nothing.
Pizza.
He was just messing with something he's not supposed to. Because he's trying to get me to feed him early.
What a rascal.
Alright. So, the man kind of like approaches you guys and he's sort of like, other than Nathan, he kind of just like towers over you guys. He's just like a fucking huge individual. Good. So, since you're new in town, I guess I can assume you don't know who I am. The name's Anthony Romano. This group of fine spell-casting folk have kind of rallied together under me, in a sense.
Whoa. The Romano? Like the cheese?
Ray Romano?
Something like that, I suppose. I mean, hey, cheese is what it's all about after all in Sparkhome, isn't that right?
I give a full-hearted but unknowing nod.
I have to say, I'm a fan of you boys' handiwork. Not many people can go toe to toe with my guys the way you did. Impressive stuff.
Someone in the city who finally appreciates the art of war.
I mean, besides the present company, of course.
Listen, a man of your talents can go very far in this city, my friend. Just as long as they're pointed in the right direction. But listen, I'm getting into business, and no offense, taking a look at you, business talk's not really what you all need right now. Larry, Go get these people over to the guest rooms. The good ones. We can talk in the morning. Right now, how about you all get a little bit of rest?
Yeah, fucking hell, mate.
Is there a place I can wash off my armor?
Oh, of course, friend. He snaps his fingers, and two goons, judging by the looks on their faces, were just sort of like teleported in the middle of doing something else over
They were
here.
just holding. One's holding like a sandwich or something.
You two, what are you doing? What are you doing, jerking off back there? Go take this guy's armor and get it fixed up.
Suki does have regular for an Eastern region looking clothes underneath his armor.
Hey, I'm really sorry to ask this, but you got anybody who could maybe buff me out here? It's been a real bad day. I feel like some of this paint might even be coming off.
Ah, friend, don't you worry about it. Listen, I'm a man who likes my cars. I've got the finest mechanic in Sparkhome under my employ. You go see and he just sort of he snaps his fingers again, and you just sort of find yourself just in this like very luxurious garage.
Whoa! Oh, is that a crafts? Oh my! I'm just looking at all the tools. I'm so excited.
So is McQueen more or less out of the room, or are we all with him?
Oh, I'm gone.
No, he's gone. He's being worked on by a friendly old Italian mechanic right now.
Oh, you should have said a friendly old man, and it was basically just other version, Gary.
It's all connected.
It's all good.
I go, hey Anthony, what's a room? What's this guest room you speak of?
He sort of he looks at you a moment, and then he just goes, I like you, kid.
Oh yeah? Why? I barely know you.
His very jovial expression kind of like sinks a little bit, and he sort of turns to Suki and he just goes, "Hey, is he I mean, I don't have a problem with that, but it's just, I just want to know."
Did I overhear that or no? Is he kind of whispering to Tsuki?
Roll perception.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could maybe give me like you could give me like a straight wit to see if you overhear it.
Okay.
He's also saying it to you, by the way, Sin. I'm not sure if I might have mumbled
What's
that.
he say? What am I listening for?
He kind of like, well, no, you're not listening. He's
speaking
saying
to
it to you. You don't have to listen to it.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna, because he was like, he thought Benson was like joking around with him about not knowing what a room was, and then when it became more apparent that he wasn't joking, he turns to you and just goes, "Hey, your friend, he's not, is he, he kind of, he sort of makes like, a spinning motion with his finger next to his head."
As far as I am aware, he is from the underworld, so maybe he's not used to certain customs. He is an undead.
Does anyone know what a room is?
It's a place, it's a designated area inside a building.
Wait, Suki, maybe I can fucking explain it to him. Think of it like this: it's where we would put a fucking coffin, like what do we call them stone things they put fucking fleshlings in? Not mortuary, a fucking tomb.
Man, what are they called? Mausoleum or something?
Mausoleum.
A tomb also works as well.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's kind of like when you claim your own bog at the swamp. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah. I assume the head honcho wizard is just sort of looking on
Does my guest room have a bug?
Something like that.
Got a bathroom.
That's close
your
to
bed will sleep.
That's basically a bog, Benson.
Yippee!
Lays a leafy hand through there.
Benson sleeps in like a bathtub full of just water.
It's like the most horrific yippee ever to be uttered.
Anytime you try and wake Benson up in the morning, it looks like a fucking murder scene.
Sounds like something out of Vampire the Masquerade. Nathan's got like raise his hand to his new friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mate, I don't mean to fucking trouble you, but I got a fucking question to ask.
I'm all ears, friend.
Took a bit of a fucking beating earlier. I was wondering if there's a way I could get a fucking glass of water or a fucking brewskin in me. Give me a little something for the pain.
I don't suppose you got VV long neck.
Fucking long neck cunt. I have 1 to 20 and 8 in the fucking morning.
Like a proper true blue tree, I am.
I can see that you folk aren't accustomed to the good life yet. Don't worry, we'll fix that. You will find a fine selection of all kinds of refreshments in your rooms, gentlemen.
Fucking let's go.
Now, come on. I mean, you guys look like you're barely standing. There's gonna be plenty of time to talk in the morning.
I'm steadily banding.
I guess we all go to our rooms.
So, yeah, I'll say that Larry leads you guys to your rooms, and you guys can rest and restore health.
Bit of flavor. Sukigawa sleeps with his sword under the pillow because he's afraid of people trying to get him in the middle of the night.
I also just want to say it's fucked up you named him Larry, and he should be Lanky Lanny.
Look, you can't have a character that's copyright like a whole name, man.
Benson's pretty confused as to why someone would enjoy being here, but he takes refuge in the bath.
After he fills it with like water. So it's
I'm sure the rotting flesh on his body, makes it sort of boggish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely pictured like Benson filling up the bathtub and just sitting in it, and like very soon the water just becomes like extremely putrid.
Oh,
and he's able to get a little bit more comfortable.
Man, I just farted and sneezed at the same time.
Proud of you.
After
It hurt.
after a bit of a rest, you guys wake
Larry's
up.
plumbers are gonna be so pissed. Sorry.
So, you guys wake up and you kind of like take a moment to get situated, and I'm gonna say about. Can you ever just flip one card for me? I can't decide whose door they should knock on first.
Oh shoot.
I guess Brown didn't necessarily need to do that because he's in a different room.
I was hoping to get the Joker.
Alright, so, Bit, you hear a knock on the door, and, you open it up, and there's Lanky Larry again. He's just kind of like, you guys, hey, you have a good rest?
It was pretty nice, actually. Didn't have to worry about being, flung headfirst into combat every 5 seconds.
The boss, we don't get to use these places. You don't get to use these spots pretty often, but the boss likes to keep them on hand for VIP guests. Speaking of which, if you guys want to hold on to that VIP status, I wouldn't delay too much in getting over to his office. So I might want to round up your buddies.
Yeah, I suppose so.
He sounds so excited to do that.
I guess.
I guess you could say he's chomping at the bit.
I'm chomping at the bit. So I guess I make the rounds.
Yeah, I'd say, and you guys can answer your doors however you see fit, or we can just say that we guys all sort of get together, and you guys are gonna head over to the boss.
I will say, I
do distinctly not stand in front of the door as I knock on Sukigawa's.
You're gonna knock on it, and it's gonna creak open. And if you look inside, he's just sort of sharpening his sword in like pitch darkness, basically.
Hey, meeting with the boss guy.
I leave without draining the bath, leaving a nice stagnant pool for the cleaner to find.
I like Bit being extra careful. That's actually really funny. But,
I give my compliments to the mechanic. I tell him he's an artist, and then I have a lot of trouble getting up the stairs because I'm a card.
I like to imagine.
It's all just should be all just smooth like ramps.
I like to imagine that his room is just like it just has a giant door with a little like
He was in the
doggy
garage.
door almost.
He was
But
in the
yeah,
garage, I think.
I know.
For people?
Yeah.
A doggy door for people?
For
A
cars.
doggy door for cars.
oh. Doggy door for cars. Is there a
just called
car
a
wash
garage
in this mechanic shop?
Larry
I'd like-
Ferrari.
I'm gonna say no, but just because, these are all just.
Yeah.
These are all very fancy cars. This is very much a hand wash only kind of
it's a
operation.
detailing
Don't want to
sort of
fuck up the
deal.
wax.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I just get buffed out real quick, and then I go up.
Alright.
So I'll be fashionably late.
I would say so. Eventually, you guys sort of all assemble around what you assume must be the boss's office, just because it has like a very sort of like just has like some very large ornate doors. And
Surely it's gonna be this one.
say one of you goes to sort of knock, and after knocking on the door, you guys suddenly just sort of like, with no real like noise or any sort of flash or anything, you guys just kind of find yourselves inside the office with the boss just at like a very large desk.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, the door's just for show. Don't really need them. Don't really have much use for them. But what's an office? What's an office that everyone can just look into, right?
If the desk is made of mahogany, should Nathan be like offended or?
Oh yeah, I would say that's a good point. It is a very large wooden desk, so I don't know what Nathan thinks about that.
Probably just fucking staring a little bit horrified, still holding a beer bottle in his hand, just looking like
Holding the VB.
He's
Mom,
got
is
a
that
VB,
you?
His mouth is
No,
hanging
don't
open.
make it that sad. Could just be another tree.
If only you still had psychometry, it would have to be the case.
True.
I have to
Like,
touch
if you
the desk.
psychometry this desk, I absolutely would have made you live with the fact that was made from another relative of me.
No, that's so
I have
sad.
fucking
It's like-
rings
it's
marked
like I
for
could
the
just-
woman.
But thankfully, you already used it, so that's not canon.
I could, yeah, but I could just
I'm
imagine.
sure we'll be back.
I could just imagine Bit with like a horrified look on his face, and then Nathan goes, "Well, is it one of mine?" And then he just goes, "No."
We're going to Isengard. Fucker.
So first things first, I just want y'all. I don't want you guys worrying. I smoothed things over with the Sparkhome with the Sparkhome boys in blue. They shouldn't be hassling you.
Wait, how did you do that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, for the
Did you
future,
defeat-
when that almost inevitably happens again,
It's
can you give us some tips?
He probably
It's
gave them
also-
all a nice guest room.
Sukigawa's gonna turn and be like, it's so obvious. I wish I didn't have to explain it. It's obvious he beat their general in hand-to-hand combat.
Quite that dramatic. But let's just say, I've lived in Sparkhome for a long time. There's a lot of people owe me favors, so I called in a couple on your behalf.
You remember when this campaign was about finding our dad?
Oh, that was very kind of you. Well, if that'll be all.
I'm gonna assume he's gonna go for the door, and the door just closes like an automatic door.
Well, keep in mind, the door doesn't, as he explained, the door doesn't actually open.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I assume Marty's just gonna turn around. He's just gonna be nothing.
Yeah, it's just a little awkward now.
His office is in the back rooms.
Basically.
Well, I don't see why you guys are in such a rush. Last time I heard, you guys were interested in a little bit of a business proposition. You guys were looking into getting into the racing game.
Oh, my engine revs uncontrollably.
Not terribly. I'm only here to find my father. Our father. We're all half siblings.
Yeah.
Oh.
Father this, father that. This race, when, where?
Your father ran out. Oh, my condolences. I hate deadbeats like that.
Do you know of a man named Richard Roxoff?
As you say that, his eyes kind of like his eyes kind of like he gets like a very incredulous look on his face, and he's just like, how do you know that name?
He is our father.
Well, everybody knows that name, dude. Come on.
Well, I'll be. That old bastard still kicking around?
If he won't be once I
Well, no,
find
actually,
him,
that's the issue.
I will take him out as soon as I find him.
Hey, no skin off my nose. Listen, I mean, me and him studied together, but for the record, guy's kind of a loon.
I mean, he also did
No
abandon
offense,
all
no offense,
of us.
of course. I doubt it runs in the family.
Yeah.
Hold on. As soon as the boss says that, the camera should just shift to Sukigawa, who has his hand on his sword.
Bruh.
Or just like the whole party of us standing there.
Yeah. I'm sure it doesn't run.
It's like one of those. It's one of those moments where you get the SpongeBob cut, and we all look.
Yeah, the SpongeBob
hyper-realistic.
like realistic painting cut.
We're gonna put the dead back in Deadbeat.
That's for sure.
Yeah, well fucking said, Benny boy.
No, and the beat for that matter.
Still
They'll
think
be-
we should fucking talk to him first, but I mean, I'm not gonna.
No,
fucking
of
stop.
course. But after, as soon as pleasantries are done, he will be dead.
Well, hey, sounds like we got a deal. Seems like we got a plan then. We all make a little bit of money, and then I help you find that asshole.
Finally, someone helpful in this town.
I just want to race. I need to get out there on that.
So in
track.
order for us to keep your end of the deal, we need to participate in some sort of race.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about. And he snaps his fingers, and just sort of like a kind of like older looking wizard comes in and just goes,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, Giuseppe, that's the one, that's the car. And he just kind of looks at us like, it's actually a car, huh?
Yes, I am, sir. Marty
Huh?
McQueen at your service.
All right, I'll see what I can do. And he kind of like, he sort of takes out some like instruments and kind of starts like measuring sort of around you. And as he's doing that, Anthony just kind of continues just like, so the thing about Sparkhome is that it doesn't really have automobile races per se. It's more of the equine persuasion.
Oh, I could beat any horse in a race.
I think Larry did brief us on.
What if we painted Marty in horse camouflage?
I was thinking something to that effect. Hey, G, you gonna take all day? And you just go, fucking hell, boss. Fine, I got it. And he just sort of like, his hands start to glow for a second, and then Marty starts to glow.
It's like that scene from Shrek when Shrek goes from human to ogre.
Sort of.
Yeah.
You kind of see like Marty sort of like a sort of like glow envelops Marty, and then there's just like a horse standing there now.
This is literally the plot to Shrek 2.
My man Giuseppe's one of the best illusionists.
So dark now?
My man Giuseppe's one of the best illusionists I've ever met. I mean, if one of his can't pass, nothing will. Try it out, buddy. How does it feel?
Oh, well. Nay!
Please never do that again.
Needs a little. You know what? That needs a little work. Maybe we could say you're a pretty quiet horse.
I rev my engines.
A lot of fucking things. He ain't fucking quiet. I'll tell you that fucking much.
Just shits on the floor.
What do you think? What do you think, G? It passes? I mean, shit. As long as nobody gets too friendly and figures out that there's metal under there, I say yeah.
Out of character, we need to make sure white women do not show up to this horse race.
I'm so confused.
Country girls are gonna try to make do. This is
no.
Is that how country girls make do?
Guess we'll find out at the race.
I'm not a country girl.
I think I made that joke to
That's
someone.
That's how Boeing engineers from the state of Washington make do.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't even get it.
Mr. Hands video who died was a Boeing engineer.
Oh, Jesus Christ, seriously?
Yes.
Literally just Google Mr. Hands.
That man,
No.
that man designed airplanes for a living.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually based.
Oh, no.
It's actually based.
Yeah, of course it is, dude.
Oh gosh. Why did I Google this?
Don't Google it.
Question.
It's got an IMDb page.
I like how the first image on the top
The
right.
IMDb page for Mr.
There's
Hands.
a fucking image on the top right when you Google it of a horse just fucking screaming.
Yeah.
What the actual fuck, dude?
Anyways.
Anyway.
Yeah, thanks, guys, for that.
So, you're a horse now, Marty.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sure Mimsy can put on some sound effects or something.
No!
give me a presence perform
Me.
give me a presence perform to see how well Mimsy can play convincing horse sounds.
What was that one more time?
Presence perform.
This might go for really badly.
I like that Brown's basically playing two characters.
Yeah.
I'm doing it
Only if
better
you include the
last
horse.
time, I feel like.
You know what? I'm including the horse.
No horse?
Pair of Kings? I mean, it sounds like a horse, but it's got 8-track quality. Sounds like a horse, but it's On a tape?
Yeah.
I'll say Mimsy is able to download some pretty convincing horse stock sounds.
There's just like a few orca sounds mixed in occasionally.
No, I was thinking more if you listen really closely every now and again, you can hear Audio Jungle. Other than that, they're very convincing.
In the heat of the moment, I'm sure no one would notice.
Especially not on the racetrack where you can't hear the horses.
Oh, and one more little thing. Now listen. I mean, if none of you are comfortable with it, I'm sure I could get one of my guys to do this. But we kind of need someone to at least pretend like they're riding the horse.
I will do it.
Well, I'm not a horse, I'm a car.
That's not the attitude you need going into this, buddy.
Think like a horse, think like a horse, think like a
I
horse.
have trained in cavalry fighting as well. I can fight on the back of a horse.
That's also not the mindset you need going into this.
He's ridden me before though, so I will say he is the most qualified here.
Yeah, I do have to stress this enough. We're not looking to get disqualified here.
Yeah, just to be clear, you will be leaving the sword.
Wait, can I just fucking pipe in here? Why don't we just have fucking Benny ride him? Benny's fucking ridden before. Benny wouldn't fucking kill anybody.
Oh, Benny too has ridden me before, that is true.
You know what? I like that plan with it a little bit more.
He doesn't have a sword. And they'll be more distracted from audio because, they won't want to really look at him.
Yeah, he's even fucking small enough to fucking fit in with the jockeys too.
It's a good point. I mean, no offense. No offense, Ben, but I really wouldn't look too. I definitely would not be looking too carefully at any horse that you were on top of.
Yeah, I kind of think it. He might actually scare the other fucking horses. That's a fucking advantage if I fucking cycle one.
Well, unless he scares them forward.
Tsukigawa sort of pouts a bit and says, "Fine."
Listen, don't worry. You guys, the rest of you have got an equally important job. The race here is, well, let's just say I'm a known quantity at the racetrack. We got a lot of jealous folk who don't really like how often me and my boys win the big races. And so, I want to make sure that the rest of you are ready to, make sure no one tries to mess with the plan. Because,
see, this sounds more like a Tsukigawa job.
Because we are going to have to stable you overnight, Marty.
Tsukigawa has like a grin on his face and goes, "I will watch steadfast, like a warrior that watches the sunrise.
Ooh,
And anyone
buddy.
who gets too close will taste my steel."
Man, we gotta get this guy a drink when we're all done here.
Fucking tell me
Quick
about
question. Should I bring my pieces as I hold both my guns?
My pieces. He stays strapped.
it. Lol, no.
He's got heat!
I'd say that's a pretty smart idea.
He's packing heat. Should I bring my pieces? Tiny robot pulls out 2 big ass guns.
A shotgun and a handgun.
Yeah, you got one on your hip. Other one's just like half your fucking size.
Yeah.
Well, that
That's
sounds
pretty good.
pretty settled to me.
Should I bring my pieces? Oh man.
But alright, well, in that case, why don't we go ahead and get you guys over to the racetrack? And he starts to lift his finger to, like, snap and teleport you, and then... next time on RPG.
Damn.
Hello.
Sorry, it's a little short. I really just don't want
Yeah.
to go super long.
Yeah, I think it was a pretty good. I think it was a pretty good session.
Yeah.
It was.
No, that
Technical issues aside.
No, it's
That
a great
was-
session when
was
Sin's just
good.
fucking cackling.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was.
That was great.
Dude, that went
I'm
to
so
complete
sorry,
shit.
but that whole like escalation of events was genuinely too funny. Like I could not breathe at a certain point.
Yeah, like I did like a nice distraction. They all turned, start shooting at a building, and then right when I'm
Fucked it
about to
up.
get away,
Can
flood the
I
engine.
just say? Can I just say? I don't want to pull the curtain back a little bit. You guys played right into my fucking hands with that one.
I'm gonna mention
Perfect.
something.
I needed a realistic way to get you guys into like a meeting with the boss,
And have,
even
like,
though you
kind of, like, indebted.
even though you already had a lead on where your dad was. So I was like, oh, but this is perfect. There's no way they're not gonna get. There's no way they're gonna talk their way out of the situation with the cops. They're absolutely gonna end up on the run from the
Red is
police.
like a
and
book.
they'll
Yeah,
get-
I was getting Daniel's name so I could get the +2 when I
No,
tried
the
to
best,
intimidate him.
The
Yeah,
best
sorry.
part I think is the way you played it, so that we are like
Actually, I guess that's an
basically
investigation.
we are kind of a little bit indebted to this wizard mafia because they
That was
helped
another
us
thing.
take the
That
heat
was-
off.
That was another thing. I was like, they're definitely gonna get in trouble with these cops that are questioning them because they're not gonna like because they're
Well,
not just
that's
gonna like
not-
go play along with them. And even if they did, they're guilty. So then they just go to jail.
I am gonna mention I gave Dingle a suggestion because I didn't know how bad things would escalate. My idea was if he needed to move the scene to like jail or something, I was like, you should just like tase like Sukigawa, like just actually like detain him.
Yeah,
And just like smash cut to him in like a jail cell.
yeah. That's yeah. I did a lot this session. My bad, guys.
My cops just like fucking like all unload taser. I'm like taser, just see him go down.
No, I like this. We didn't have the prison break. There's still
Considering
time.
I mean, considering you guys started with murder, I don't think they ever would have tased you.
We've started.
All
every
I'm saying
session
is
with murder.
If
Every
we go to
fucking
prison,
session.
I'm killing the priest first, dude. I ain't even waiting.
This was a really good session though.
Every session starts with fucking violence. There's a point where I think even Nathan has to like fucking pipe up immediately. Just like, wait, no, not cut.
I have my hero points.
I do want to say, I definitely hope I am not overplaying Sukigawa's certain
Nah,
characteristics
you're
of him.
doing
too
great. I love
think
it.
it's
No, you're all right. Yeah,
I think
that's
it's
pretty
so
hilarious.
funny.
He is murder hobo-ish, but really he's just mostly just want to kill his.
No, that's good, dude.
It's
Usually,
mostly
I,
just murder.
usually
Speaking
I'm
of
the
that,
murder
my
hobo.
first hero point will be going to cynical for
Base.
relentless aggression, and which caused a lot of funny sequences this session. And my second one will be going to Nathan for his tree moment when everyone else is escaping and him just being a
It's
tree,
so hard.
just stand still. because
I was
he's a
laughing
tree.
so hard at the picture of like that weird like mobile game tree face. That's just what he looks like
The
the
wise
entire
mystical
time. The
Yeah.
entire time, like everything is escalating and we're all jokering and stuff like that. He just has that look on his face the entire time.
I actually do like this. I think I brought this up like with Zeg when I had to make the character sheet. It's like, yeah, I think I'll put some fucking points in the stealth because fuck it, all he's gotta do is like hold still with some shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty hilarious.
That look you give a cop when he hits you with that dollar store railgun. All right. Does anyone else have theirs offhand, or are we just gonna go down the list?
I got a list, so I'd rather go last.
All right. Cynical, you're up then.
1 to Nathan. No, not Nathan. Well, I missed words. Nathan's great. Actually, know what? No, yeah, 1 to Nathan. Because I think him genuinely trying to be a good brother to Sukigawa, who does clearly have like anger issue, like that picture of like Mom, it turns out you're right. I'm not based. I'm mentally ill. Like, that is just Sukigawa. But the fact that Nathan goes out of his way to be like a better like be an actual like support, like emotional pillar for someone who clearly needs it. I think that will go a long way the more the series continues.
There were some good Sukigawa bonding moments between that and you and Marty just like both being really jazzed about killing those cops.
Well, I just would like to say that I think in character, my character doesn't quite understand the concept of death because he's a car.
Cars can be rebuilt. But okay. But on that note, my second hero point does go to Marty, because the police are great. The police are fun. I used the magic to send them to the sun. Had me in fucking tears. Just the idea of this cop just randomly like being slingshotted into the air is the funniest fucking like visual.
That made me crack up so much because you guys hadn't even started. You guys hadn't even started trying to talk your way out of that yet, and then you just threw a cop into the sun.
Well, like I was saying about Marty being, he doesn't really understand death. I think it's like quite the opposite for Mimsy, where she's a murder hobo.
Yeah.
Mimsy and Sukigawa are gonna get along just great. I mean, she did call him a baller.
Yeah, from the same father.
So those are my two hero points. This was a really good session all around, though. Everyone had a really good moment.
Yeah.
Freelance, I think you're up.
Freelance.
Yeah, I'll give a hero point to Cynical for basically looking like he's gonna break down over not being able to kill like a unwinnable fucking battle. I don't know why.
He's got his pride.
I fucking love it. Where even Nathan's like, you know what a fucking retreat is, bro. But yeah, I'm enjoying the bonding going on and all. I'm also gonna give my other point to Zell or Bit, because I'm really just the pieces moment. Like, I'm imagining Bit's just slowly gathering up a fucking arsenal from when he's
It is fucking armed to the teeth at the end of this campaign.
My pieces, plural.
My
pieces. Oh my god.
Alrighty. Zedge already went, so Zell, who are your heroes?
One is definitely going to Benson, just because I really, really like. I mean, first of all, I just really like everything that he does, but also the fucking
the swamp
idea of him
as was amazing.
Yeah, the swamp room and the bog bit was funny, but more so, I'm really excited to see him as the jockey that everyone was scared of.
Yeah.
My second one. I'm torn, but I think I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with McQueen's. Just because fucking. I really like the fucking immediate speed up into just run them over.
I was just trying.
And, well, it didn't play out that way. It would have been. It's just the thought alone of that Joker ending up being that you just back up into Nathan would have been very funny.
Oh, that would have been so fucking good. I was a little bummed I didn't just back up into Nathan. Does that mean it's my turn?
I think that's your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What did I lose here? Got this one out. I'll give one to Bit for using psychometry on the chip. You know, figuring out that. I mean, it didn't really help,
That chip was
But at
passed
least you're
down to his
using it. At
family.
least you're using your ultimates. Okay,
Exactly,
I
yeah.
like that.
What even are my ultimates?
And then I'll give my other one to Benson for many things. One being not knowing what a room is.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty
He's from
fucking
the swamp.
hilarious. Yeah, bogging in the bathtub, classic. And of course, just always having those good ass puns because he's putting the dead back in deadbeat. You know what I'm saying? So, those are my heroes.
All right. And is the rule that if someone doesn't use their anti-joker, they keep it? Is that the rule we came up with?
Yeah, but
Oh,
this is
shit.
the third session in a row, which I think is unprecedented.
It's okay.
That's
I can get
actually
to someone
crazy.
else. It's too funny. It's too funny to unjoker things unless it's for like.
To be fair, the only Joker was like the Omni Joker, and for
And no
Omni
one's
Joker.
The Omni Joker. Someone else can have it if they want. I don't care.
No, I think we give you one more chance.
Okay. I'll keep it.
I
Redemption
mean,
arc,
technically,
let's go.
technically, it hasn't been 3 sessions in a row because this is our 3rd session, so there was
I
no
guess.
anti-joker the first
it's
one.
true.
There you go. Brown, your math is off.
Also, I'm trying to figure out. So I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Brown and Cynical both dramatic failure. Did anyone else?
I don't
I do
think so.
not know. I
No,
love
I
dramatic
definitely did
failure.
not.
not.
Can't remember what
Dramatic
that-
failure is fucking busting. I should have been doing it a lot sooner.
I know. It's
Can't remember what qualifies
Free
as dramatic
feats.
failure.
No
if you
successes, no Jokers.
It's
No
I
success,
almost
no
feel
Joker.
obligated at this point. It's like
Yeah,
if I
if it's a flip with only number cards.
I would only not do it if it means my death. But even then, it's a fucking fantasy world that could probably get me back.
like I said, I feel like I feel obligated to do it.
It's just funnier.
I'm just glad we didn't have this thing when I was playing Thorben, dude. I definitely would have died more than once.
Yeah.
Dude, it would have. Oh man, it would have been so good with all those arrows I failed to shoot, though.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh. What a character.
Love this fucking music. It's been playing the entire time since we got
It's
out of
very
like.
good.
It's very
Perfect
classic.
barking music for our group.
We go from
This
like
is just-
the middle of like possibly being like blown into fucking Swiss cheese to like soothing jazz. To, like the end of it.
Pizza parlor music.
I like that. I like that dichotomy. All right. So I gotta get ready. I gotta get ready because I gotta leave in like 15 minutes to go to dinner.
No.
There.
But
I did.
this was awesome. I will
ya.
see you guys later.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
boys,
the
we,
sesh, dude.
fucking
Good
back.
sesh.